What's up, everybody? This is Bree from Young, Saved and Free, and I'm back with the Tuesday talk. And I know I didn't post one last week, but when I tell y'all my work schedule has been absolutely crazy these last few weeks. This last week, it's been crazy. Like, days I was supposed to record, they would call me in, so I'm like, oh my God, when am I going to record? But for everybody that's new here, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope y'all become part of the family. So go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And also hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. And also, for everybody that's been here, welcome back. I love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. So I guess we're going to go ahead and get right into it. One of the things that I definitely want to talk about as far as the Tuesday talk for this week was this whole Kirk Franklin situation. Now, I fully stand in support of Kirk Franklin. I don't know what that was. I stand in full support of Kirk Franklin. That's what I was trying to say. If you guys don't know what happened, he is boycotting the Dove Awards as well as TBN. I don't know if he's boycotting TBN altogether, but I do think that I can understand why he's doing that. In his acceptance speeches for the Dove Awards, he has mentioned, some of the political issues that are going on, like police brutality and all that stuff. And they keep editing it out of his speech. I don't know what's going on, why I can't talk today. I've been up for like 5 hours. I should be able to talk by now. But yeah, they keep editing it out of his speech. And because of that, he's just like, I don't want this no more. I don't want to do this no more. And I completely understand. Like, I would feel some type of way. Of all the things that you could edit out of the speech, why did you choose to edit that out? Is it because it's politically based? Is it because you disagree with what he's feeling? Is it because, you just don't feel like it's appropriate? Even if that was the case, there's a conversation that needs to be had before you decide to take that out of the speech. Like, that's crazy to me. And especially in these times where things like with police brutality are happening so much, it's crazy. So for you to even take that out in a time where it needs to be addressed, that says a lot about your character, TBN. That says a lot about your character, Dove Awards. And I don't think that it's appropriate for them to do that. Obviously this means a lot to him because he's mentioned it 2 years in a row. And 2 years in a row, you've taken it out. So where do you, I think it says a lot about the network. From my understanding, and I maybe he's wrong, it's 2 left feet, TBN is a more Christian-based channel, while the Word Network is a more gospel-based channel, if you understand what I'm saying. And so with that, I'm assuming that a lot of the people that are running it, they're not like me. They're not here. They're on this side of the spectrum. So, it is, and because a lot of these, police issues are racially based, you choosing not to say anything as a predominantly channel, that says a lot. It says a lot. And I think the idea that people think that racism doesn't exist in the church is completely and utterly wrong. That's why we have things like a Christian artist and a gospel artist. Why are they separate? Why is it that gospel artists have to be black? Why do they have to get a different title? I don't understand that. But I've seen so many things, especially because I live in the South, regarding racism. There's some people that absolutely love Jesus but hate black people. They hate Hispanics. They hate anything that's not white. And so, I guess people try to shy away from those issues, but I don't think people realize by not saying anything, you're saying something. That it says a lot. There was nothing wrong with what he said. It is unfortunate that Tatiana was killed in her home by the police. Why does that need to be taken out of his speech? Why? Is it because she's black? Is it because it's a race issue? Is it because you feel like that it wasn't wrong for her to be killed in her home? What? Explain to me. And there's a lot of people who feel like Kirk Franklin should not have said what he said. Why? He has this platform for a reason. Kirk Franklin has been a huge gospel artist since I was a kid. I remember being like 6 years old singing Melodies from Heaven. Like, that is a classic. Like, and I didn't even grow up in a home or in a church, you know, where we listened to, where we sung gospel songs. We sung out of a hymn book. There was no praise team, nothing like that. We sung out of a hymn book. They would say turn to page, blah blah blah. But I still knew who Kirk Franklin was. Stump will always, like, I just remember how much crossover appeal he had. Like, Stump was on the radio, Brighter Day was on the radio. Looking for You. There you go. That was on, you know, not just gospel stations. More Than I Can Bear was on both stations. I think Storm Is Open Now was on both both secular stations and gospel stations. Like, he is an amazing man. Like, as far as, I won't even call him an artist per se, because he can't sing worth a lick, but what he does is still art. He just is not a recording artist. He is, I don't know what the word is, but I do think that, you know, it's appropriate. This boycott is absolutely appropriate. Am I looking at anybody sideways that does anything with Dove Awards? Yes, slightly, just a bit, because I think it was Maya Angelou that said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Same thing with Believers Network. Believers Network. Do I think they can recover from this? Possibly. I'm not going to hold this over their head, or anything like that. Because I think in this culture, people are so quick to cancel everybody that they don't really give them a chance to explain. But if if TBN was to release a statement, I don't even know if I would really believe them. But it's one thing to avoid a smaller issue, but something as big as this, why are you shying away from it? That's what I want. I believe that the public deserves that answer. And the crazy thing is that had Kirk Franklin not made that statement at all, nobody would have known that was edited out of his speech. Nobody, unless you were there at the Dove Awards, nobody would have known that he even mentioned it. And that's crazy to me, because a lot of times people are so quick to jump to artists and be like, why are you not talking about this? And why are you not talking about this? And why you didn't mention this here? And why you didn't mention it? You don't know what was edited out of whatever they said. Like, even with, I believe it was it Cardi B? Something was said and they switched her words around. That's not, and it wasn't even what she said, but that's what people do to get views and to get people to, look at their content. And that's crazy. Like, I'm so thirsty. Like, that's so thirsty. And I barely get any views on my channel, but I would never clickbait people. Like, that's what I feel like TBN is doing. That's what I feel like a lot of media outlets are doing. They're doing clickbait because they want to get, higher profiles and all that. But that's at what risk do you do that? At what risk is it that you shy away from these huge political issues where we're one nation under God, but when somebody in this nation that is a big representation of the kingdom mentions it, you take it out? Like, that says a lot, TBN. I don't know. What y'all think about it? Y'all can leave me a comment below and we can talk about it. Like, I love to interact with y'all, even though I really don't get any comments, but And also make sure you subscribe to my mailing list. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.